Number 1. Stay calm. Ah yes, the classic piece of advice shouted at you by literally everyone who is not on fire. And just stay calm is what people love to say when, say, a bear is charging at you, your car just plunged into a lake, or your kitchen is actively attempting to become a volcano. Wow. But here's the thing. Telling your brain to stay calm in a real emergency is like telling a toddler on a sugar bender to sit still. It's not just bad advice, it's actively unhelpful. See, your brain doesn't do well under vague commands. In danger, your amygdala, the part of your brain in charge of panic and prehistoric freakouts, hijacks the rest of your mental faculties. It's like your rational brain just hands over the steering wheel and says, "Good luck with that, champ." So when someone yells, "Stay calm," your brain basically replies, "What does that mean? I'm busy tunnel visioning and dumping cortisol into your bloodstream." Karen, ennuyant, instead of trying to stay calm, what actually works is giving your brain a task, something to do. Breathe in 4 seconds, hold 4, breathe out 4, count steps. Say your name out loud. These override the panic software by activating the parts of your brain that haven't gone full gremlin. It's like distracting a guard dog with peanut butter. You need a trick. So yeah. Stay calm sounds great on an inspirational poster, but it won't save your life unless you give your brain a step-by-step babysitting plan. Otherwise, it's like yelling "be chill" while skydiving with a backpack full of bricks. Number 2, if you're lost, just keep walking. No. Nope. Stop it. Sit down. Drink some imaginary water and rethink your entire hiking strategy. This piece of advice is often handed down like some ancient survival scroll from the grandparent who once got lost in a mall parking lot. But if you're lost in the woods, the desert, or anywhere without a Starbucks every 500 feet, the absolute worst thing you can do is just wander aimlessly hoping for a magical exit sign. Here's why. Your body has terrible internal GPS. In fact, people lost in forests have been tracked walking in literal circles, some as small as 100 feet wide, without realizing it. Thanks. Inner ear. Your ability to sense direction is basically a busted compass held together by dreams and dehydration. Wandering without a plan burns calories, drains your water supply, and increases your chances of injury. Your best move? Sit, think, observe, plan. It's actual survival protocol, and it doesn't involve just keep going until you die of optimism, unless you know where you're headed. Like you saw a road or a building or a trail marker, the better option is usually to stay put and make yourself visible. Create signals, conserve energy, wait to be rescued by people with actual GPS devices and more snacks than you. Because otherwise, you're not finding your way out. You're just taking a scenic route to panic dehydration. Number 3, play dead if a bear attacks. Cool. Yeah, just die a little, and everything will be fine. Great plan. What kind of bear are we talking, by the way? Because there's a huge difference between a chill, mildly annoyed bear and the fluffy murder tank that is a grizzly. Here's the real deal. Play dead only sometimes works, and only with grizzly bears. If a grizzly thinks you're not a threat anymore, it might get bored and leave. So yes, or if a grizzly knocks you down and starts checking whether your bones are snackable, playing dead might save your life. But if it's a black bear, congrats. You just turned into a buffet. Black bears are more likely to interpret playing dead as easy meal because they tend to be more skittish. And if they're attacking, it's probably not to defend cubs. It's to eat you. So instead of memorizing one-size-fits-none bear advice, the survival tip should really be know thy bear. Grizzly bear? Drop? Cover your neck? Pretend you're not delicious? Black bear? Fight like your life depends on it. Because it does. Polar bear? Honestly, write a heartfelt goodbye note in the snow. Play dead is not universal advice. It's context-dependent, dangerously oversimplified, and might make you the next protein bar in the woods. Number 4. Suck out the snake venom. Congratulations. You've just turned a snake bite into a deeply unnecessary zombie cosplay moment. This myth has been passed down through movies, cowboy lore, and probably that one overconfident friend who watched too much Man vs. Wild. But no, sucking out the venom isn't just useless, it can make things worse. First off, the venom gets into your bloodstream within seconds, so unless your mouth has direct access to time travel, you're already too late. Second, putting your mouth on a puncture wound can introduce bacteria and cause infections. And third, and this is important, you now have venom in your mouth. Some snake venoms are hematoxic, meaning they destroy tissue and blood vessels. Others are neurotoxic, which means your nervous system gets the worst customer review of its life. Either way, you don't want any of that near your tongue. The real solution? Keep the bitten limb still and below heart level. Call emergency services. Do not apply a tourniquet, cut the wound, or start any DIY blood-sucking rituals. Basically, the only thing you should be sucking is your pride, forever thinking you could outmouth science. Number 5. Swim parallel to the shore. This one's almost good advice, but it's missing a big, very wet, very important detail. Swim parallel to the shore is what you're supposed to do if you get caught in a rip current. Those sneaky ocean conveyor belts that drag unsuspecting swimmers out to sea faster than your phone's battery dies on 1%. The idea is that instead of fighting directly against the current, which is exhausting and pointless, you swim sideways to escape it. Except, here's the catch. People drown trying to follow this advice, not because it's wrong, but because it's incomplete. The real issue is that rip currents don't all go straight out, and panic plus ocean equals sign a bad math problem. If you're already tired or panicking, or if the beach has weird geography, swimming parallel might not get you anywhere fast. You need to float first, breathe, and conserve energy. Let the current take you away from shore if needed, then angle out or wait for it to weaken. Some rips are like narrow rivers, others swirl or shift. Think ocean spaghetti, not ocean treadmill. So yes, parallel swimming helps, but it's not a magic escape rope. First step, don't panic. Second, float. Third, swim diagonally or parallel when you've got the energy and space. Otherwise, congrats. You just entered Cardio Olympics with Poseidon. Number 6. Put butter on a burn. If you were raised by anyone who kept Crisco in the medicine cabinet, you've probably heard this one. Butter, toothpaste, mustard, motor oil. The list of home remedies people slap on burns is like a cursed cookbook. The logic goes like this. It's soft and cold and slippery, so it must help. And sure, butter might feel cool for like 2 seconds. But after that, welcome to your new infection. Burns damage the skin's protective barrier. So adding butter is basically inviting bacteria to a flesh picnic. Plus, it traps heat, which is exactly the opposite of what you want. That burn is already cooking your cells. Butter just makes it a slow roast. The actual science-approved fix? Cool water. Not ice. Ice can cause more tissue damage, but gently running cool water for at least 10-20 minutes. Then cover it loosely with a clean cloth or sterile bandage. Putting food on injuries is not first aid. It's what your skin would do if it were actively trying to spite you. So unless you're preparing a burnt offering to the god of infection, leave the butter in the fridge. All in?